I think, we started out the game and we had a lot of good looks and didn't make anything and got them back in it, but then they hurt us with a lob pass, and it took us a while to adjust to that. We thought Chris would get some wide open shots over there, and he usually makes a bunch of those, but tonight he struggled. But our defense got better as the game went along. We got to Green better. We know they're not a great shooting team, but they're when you got the right box score here. Duke at Florida State. I don't think that's going to help. Huh, I wonder what something a little crazy there. But again, we did a better job of finding him. And unfortunately, he didn't have a great night, but we were up on him pretty good. I thought Benny did a good job defensively. I thought that, Jesse got, 10 layups in the first half, and at Boston College he made 8 or 9 of them, but he just couldn't get it to go in. That just knocks your momentum back when he's missing those layups. But I thought, Judah struggled early, missed a couple dunks, missed a layup, but I told him you just got to hang in there, just keep going. And then he must have gone on a run and scored 10, 12 points in a row. Same thing he did at Boston College. He just as good as anybody getting to the basket. Joe was really good. I mean, we need Joe to play like that. He was really good tonight. Big difference maker out there. But it's tough to win on the road. I think Florida State's obviously playing better. But I don't know. There's probably not too many times that we've won 5 league road games in this league for the whole season. So, and again, I don't care who it is or where. Boston College, I think they were beating Virginia Tech tonight. So, going up there like we did was pretty good. Every game's hard. They're just not easy games. And I thought when we had to, we really made some good plays. Judah getting to the basket. Joe made a couple big plays. At the end, we closed the game, which I guess we haven't been. But we were patient, moved the ball, got Joe a 3, got it inside, got a couple dunks. It was a good win. We get we've had a long stretch of games here. We get a day off tomorrow and get the weekend off, and then start to get ready for the stretch run. We've got a lot of great opportunities ahead of us. We just got to get ready to play. Questions? I wish I knew what that would be. I would have used that 10 years ago.
So why were you better in the second half?
I don't know. I don't have any idea. We stayed back a little bit, so probably we weren't as stretched out. So you got more people back, so you get, chance. And I haven't looked at the numbers, but they've got a lot of perimeter guys. They don't have a couple of the big guys they've had that, inside. So you look at their lineup, and they're really a lot of guards. Yeah, that happens. It's not unusual. So we got them by 15 in the second half. That's hard to believe. But again, I think overall we have rebounded a little bit better this year. We're probably plus almost, which has been a while. But usually we win the turnover battle. Tonight we didn't, but we made plays when we really had to. That was the difference.
Jim, how was Joe able to score the way he did? Usually when we start the night against taller guys.
I don't know. Like he's done it against taller guys this year, and Other times he hasn't, and sometimes it's been smaller guys. He's had those odd games where, he hasn't been able to get things going. But tonight he was, right from the start, I thought he was thinking about scoring, trying to get to the basket. And he was very aggressive. And, we need that. We need that. He's out there with Judah and Chris and Malik. They're three freshmen. There's three freshmen out there. And that's not easy. It's just not easy. We're not one of the youngest teams in the conference. We're one of the youngest teams in the country. And I'm proud of the way they're fighting and getting better. But, Joe's he's trying. Some games he just doesn't quite get there, but he got there tonight. Well, we stayed back with Jesse, and they made one push shot in front of us, but then by staying back, it kind of took it away a little bit. And then they were playing different lineups sometimes, too, smaller. So I think when we put the big guy in screens, then he struggles defensively, so that hurts him on that end, too. I don't know. He went after something. I think you have to go after the ball to get it. And I think he did that tonight. He played really well, and then he just fouled 3 times. Just 3 fouls in a row. Just play defense. Don't foul the guy. He had good position. But I thought the biggest difference, Chris, the time he drove, pulled up, made that shot, he was just more aggressive with the ball. And like I said, I'm shocked when he misses, and when he gets 9 threes. I would bet that the worst he's ever going to do is 3 of them, 4 maybe, and it just didn't go tonight. He didn't shoot it real well in practice this week, so I guess that sometimes does carry over.
So you noted that this was the second straight game where Judah had a section where he struggled and then came
Yeah.
in and played well. What's he like on the bench?
Well, sometimes he's hard. It's hard for him to listen sometimes, and when he finally does and thinks about what we're saying to him, and he goes out there and tries to do that, it usually works for him.
Coach, you mentioned the 3 freshmen, not just freshmen, but there's also just a lot of first-year players in this kind of portal era.
Mm-hmm.
How does that change the way you have to approach maybe preseason or
Well, we started in the summer. We worked, harder than we ever have in terms of just getting them ready. Usually in the summer we shoot a lot, do shooting individual. We did a lot of 5 stuff, defensive stuff. Did a lot of that. Did a lot of stuff just to try to get our base better. And we didn't start out the year very good with it. I think we have gotten better, but they're still, even though they're into the season, they're still freshmen. So it's hard. I talked to Leonard before the game. He lost 2 or 3 guys that, probably should have come back. A couple guys got hurt. And that's usually the strength of his team. He has those guys. But when those guys don't come back or they get hurt and you don't get portal guys, then you're young. Then you're younger than everybody else. And that makes it hard. That makes it hard. The only point I've ever tried to make, and I don't do it well, is the NIL is a great thing. The portal's a great thing. But if you don't go in it and you go with younger players, I think you're going to be struggling. There's going to be some struggling because veteran guys are they're your guys, only they're 4 years older, 3 or 4 years older. They're just going to be better all-around players at that stage. But these guys have worked hard. They're trying to get better, and hopefully we can continue to get a little bit better.
Coach, Naeem McLeod had 14 points at the end of the first half.
The what?
Sorry?
Yes, I can't hear the first.
Naeem McLeod,
Yeah.
Their big man, had 14 points at the end of the first half, and then you guys held them to 2 points in the second half just off free throws. What did you tell the team at halftime? To kind of,
Well, we were giving him the lob. We wanted to take that away. That was it. He got 5 dunks.
did you tell Jesse anything specific?
Well, yeah, of course. We tell him stuff all the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
So I'm curious about what you tell Judah. You tell Judah to attack? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, what we wanted to do is when they're full court, just go. He was letting them get away with that and then coming up, then slowing down, then trying to run. Oh, you can't run passing. They're overplay. So the more you can push it and get it down there, you're going to get those opportunities. And when he did that, I think he got 4 layups. So that's what we wanted to do. He likes to walk it up for whatever reason, probably because hasn't been a point guard, and he needs a lot of times you just want to walk it up and run your offense. You're playing Virginia, you have to run your offense, you have to execute. You're playing somebody pressuring you, you got to go. I thought the press didn't work for us that well, but they missed a couple, so we got a little spurt there, but it wasn't good. But
Did you come into the game thinking you might throw a little press out?
well, they don't really have a pure point guard, so we thought about it. We thought about it.
Jim, the past few days you've had to talk to a couple of colleagues, Jeff Capel and Sue Forbes.
Actually, I just texted them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what the last 3-4 days were like for you.
I get ready for Florida State. That's what the last 3 or 4 days are like. That's all I do.
You talked to John while hat.
For 10 minutes.
What was that like?
No, come on. Look,
Just wondered what his concerns were.
I explained everything. You know, I'm always used to saying I'm going to coach because that's what I've always said. I didn't add, but I've always added before, and you know this. It's up to the university. They could call me tomorrow morning or call me in and say, you know, you've done a great job here, and we think it's time to go. And I get that. And I don't know why I ruffled feathers on the higher up echelon just because I said I want to coach. You know, maybe they want me to say like, well, no, I'm not sure. I don't want to coach. You know what? I don't know. But the NIL stuff was wrong. I just should have said that's a big part of basketball. People have helped themselves with NIL and portal. That's why I should have left it right there. Been perfect. But, you know, I'm not always perfect. Far from it. But when I get ready to play a game, I've been doing this for over 60 years as a player and a coach, and I tell my players this all the time. You have to focus on what you're doing. You're having a bad day. Somebody's talking to you about stuff, talking about you. Most of it's not true, but they're talking about you. You focus on what you have to do. Period. These are the games, like if we had lost, somebody would say, well, he wasn't focused, he was worried. That's why I like to win, so they can't say that. But I try to get my team ready to play, and I haven't been doing this 10 years, you know, I've been doing this a long time. But I should have never mentioned polls because nobody wins in polls. So good people don't reply to polls. But anyway, I focus on the game, try to get ready, and get the team ready. We started out good, really good, I thought. We had open shots, easy plays. Jesse missed a couple layups. Chris missed an open shot. You know, Judah missed a dunk. That's like 10 points we started out and giving away. And then Judah tried another dunk. But, you know, those things happen in games and in life. You have to just keep plugging away. He gets mad at himself and at me because I'm trying to get him to do something. And he's a very competitive kid. And he's a really good player. And he is probably as good as anybody I can remember getting to the basket. If he could consistently get his jump shot down, which is probably going to take a while, he could average 20 and 6, 7 assists a game. Easy. He's averaging 15 now without making anything from outside. But he's a competitive, fiery guy, and we're going to go at it a little bit. That's the way it is. Did that with Derek Coleman. Did that with, well, a lot of people. It's part of the coaching. But these guys have hung in there. Really proud of the way they're playing. We start out bad, and we're playing better. We'll see how we can do down the stretch. All right? Thank you.